So back in July, Bleacher Report posted an article outlining what a potential expansion draft would look like in 2021. They had each team put up 5 players that could be drafted, and I was wanting to make YouTube videos again for a little while now, and I thought, well, what if I drafted the team, put it into Madden, did a franchise with that team? And so that's what we've done, and that's what we have here with the Oklahoma City Bisons. Madden itself doesn't have an expansion draft feature, nor does it allow you to load or start a franchise with a team already relocated. So sorry, Washington fans, but Washington's gone. I wasn't about to have this series and leave football team in here. So what I had to do was I had to take football team. I released everyone off that team. They were on free agency. They've gone other places. Build the roster on their team. I had to go through the first season. I traded away all my draft picks for 7th round picks this year and then just released everybody that was drafted. But it also means I had to go through the off season, which means that certain players won't be on their original teams. They'll already be on new teams. It's nothing I can do about it, just what had to happen. I'm really looking forward to doing this series. I hope you guys are looking forward to watching it. Let's go check out the team. Obviously starting off with the most important position on the team, the quarterback. I went with sideline shady Drew Lock. I'm going to be 100% honest, there wasn't a lot of options at quarterback, and he was really just the best option. He's not good. He's a 70 overall, so he's not terrible. 89 throw power, 79 deep accuracy, 81 medium accuracy, 85 short accuracy. I played with him before. He's not very good, so quarterback would be something we definitely look to upgrade. And then his backup is Blake Bortles. At running back, we have Mark Ingram. He's there kind of, once again, wasn't like very many good options. He's probably the best option on the list. He'll also be a good veteran leader in the locker room for the other running backs and other players on the offense. To back him up, we have Rashad Penny, who I'm going to be honest, might end up getting more starts than Mark Ingram down the line. We'll start with Mark Ingram game 1, but if we find Rashad Penny is better and he runs better, we might make that switch. At wide receiver, number 1, we'll have Sterling Shepard. He's from Oklahoma. He went to Oklahoma, so I thought it was only fitting if we had him to the team. I also kind of just needed one good target I can throw to because the rest of the receivers are not amazing. We also have N'Keal Harry. He's kind of like that big body receiver I can throw some jump balls to. Not incredibly fast, but in some one-on-one contested catching situations, he could go off and make some plays. Also could be a very good red zone threat. Also got JAMAL Agnew. He could double up as a return man, plus he has 93 speed, so he could be a bit of a burner on the outside or in the slot. And then the last receiver that I drafted, I picked up Kevin White. And then the rest of the receivers are just like depth chart fillers. At tight end, we have David Njoku. I kind of felt like this one was a no-brainer. He's an absolute beast, 6'4", 246, 86 speed. He's not the greatest blocker, but that's not what he's in there for. I've got a backup for that reason. I throw to the tight end a lot as well, so I needed a tight end that could catch the ball. And I feel like this is someone who we can build around as well, because he's only 26. To back him up, we have Lee Smith, who is purely here for blocking. Look at that beard, Jesus. He still has 79 catching, so if we throw him the ball, he can catch. He's just not going to make anything happen after the catch. 70 speed is not good. The offensive line, there was no good offensive lineman. This was probably like the best I could do without picking up really bad contracts in Nate Solder or Vaitai. So at left tackle, we have Sadiq Charles. This entire offensive line will be changed. Like, there probably maybe be 1 or 2 players from the offensive line that stays. That might be like for like a season or 2. But most of them will be gone. At left guard, we have Pat ELFLEIN. He might be one that's 6th round for a couple seasons, being a 72 overall, just 28 years of age, so he won't be here long term. But I think he's probably our best offensive lineman at the moment, and even then, he's not very good. At center, we have Lamont Galliard. I don't even know if I pronounced his name right. 91 strength and 84 impact blocking, 80 lead block, I guess, is like his good attributes, because everything else is just kind of mediocre. Right guard, we have MJ, Michael Jordan. I kind of wish it was Bulls Michael Jordan, because this guy sucks. And then for the final position on the offense, right tackle, David Quessenberry. 32 years of age. He'll probably be gone after this year, if I'm being honest. I wasn't about to pick up Vaitai or Solder and pick up those massive contracts. That wasn't happening. Moving over to the defense now. We got a stud D-tackle, Michael Pierce. 92 overall superstar dev. He'll be around for like 3 or 4 years. He's just an absolute beast. And then at the other defensive tackle spot, we've got Jordan Phillips. At defensive end, we've got FERRELL. This was a guy I felt like had massive upside. Former number 4 overall pick, only 25, 77 overall. As someone who we could build as a good defensive end for the future. And then similarly on the opposite side, we've got LJ Collier. Someone who's only 26, could develop. He's only a 72 overall, but he is only 26. He could develop into something, I feel. At cornerback, we've got the stud Xavier Howard. This was one of those picks I saw was like, why is he up here? But I'm not going to complain. I had to take him. He's 29, so he's a little bit older, but I feel like that superstar X Factor will help his regression not be as bad. Absolute stud. Our only X Factor on the team. Cornerback 2, we got Taven Young. At the third cornerback position, we got Brandon Fackerson. I don't know how to pronounce his name. This is a guy that had decent speed, decent acceleration. He's only 69 overall. I'll probably be looking to replace him sooner rather than later. And that's the same situation with Chris Claybrooks. He's probably got more of an opportunity to maybe stay on the team, seeing he's only 25. And he does have 94 speed. This could be a player that develops over the year. We might play him at cornerback 3 rather than Brannon. But we'll have to see. At free safety, we've got Will Parks. There was not really many free safeties on the list, so I kind of had to grab whatever I could, and Will Parks isn't terrible. He isn't great, but he isn't terrible. 28 years of age, 75 overall. He might be here for a year or two at most. We will definitely look to be replacing him. And then on the opposite side of him, we've got Landon Collins. Was very good with the Giants, has been rather underwhelming with Washington, but maybe he can rejuvenate his career over here in Oklahoma. Middle linebacker 1, we've got Jalen Smith. This was a guy who was really good for the Cowboys, and then kind of just due to injury, just fell off a bit. There wasn't a lot of great middle linebacker options outside of Jayon Brown, and we'd already picked Xavier Howard and Michael Pierce, so I didn't want to pick another stud defensive player. And I feel like, you know, he could rejuvenate his career here in Oklahoma, same as Landon Collins. He's got good speed, good hit power, great acceleration. This could be a fun player to use. And then the other middle linebacker position, we've got Kenny Young. And outside linebacker, we've got Mac Wilson. 24 years of age. He's a 71 overall, so pretty good. He could develop. I don't have massive hopes for him developing, but you never know. And then finally, the other outside linebacker position, we've got Camus Grugier-Hill. I think I've butchered the shit out of that. 74 overall, star dev, 28 years of age. I don't know how long he'll be here. He's going to start regressing soon. But for now, he'll be pretty good with that speed, that hit power. And then finally, the special teamers. At kicker, we've got Jake Elliott. This was kind of the only kicker on the list. I think he was the only kicker. He's got very good kick power, pretty good accuracy. And then at punter, we've got Kevin Huber. He's 37. He will not be here past this year. He was the only punter on the list. The only punter. I also will not be playing preseason in the first season because I don't really think it matters. It's not like we have rookies that we want to get a look at or anything like that. But anyways, that's going to wrap up episode 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. We got a good look at the team. It's not very good. This will be fun. We have to build this team up. I like challenges like that. And I'll catch you all in game 1.